Hi guys, let's talk about my best and worst investment in 2021. My name is Ola, and on this channel, I talk about personal finance and investing and the economy. So if you're looking to up your money game in 2022, then this is the channel to subscribe to. Before I start talking about my best and worst investment in 2021, let me just show you what my portfolio looks like. Of course, I am not giving you the numbers. Yeah, no, I'm not. However, this is what my portfolio looks like. I have investments in venture capital, alternative investments, US stocks, Nigerian stocks, Greek, and fixed income. So this is what my portfolio looks like, right? If you have no idea what these things are that I mentioned and it look like Greek to you, then you need to sit down and binge watch on my content and subscribe while you're at it, right? So let's get right into it. What was my best performing asset class in 2021? Drum roll. My best performing asset class was my US stock investment. So my US stock investment was my best performing asset class in 2021. Now, to put it into context, right? My venture capital alternative investments, I zero them. Why? Because they're high risk and there is no guaranteed return. So until I have that return event or that exit event where I can say I put in 1K and I got 10K, I just leave it as zero. I don't put any return to it. However, in this year, it might be different because I have some exit events scheduled this year. So hopefully I will do this again in 2023 and I will give you an update on how that went. My US stock investment was my best performing asset class in 2021. And of course, we know that US stock market was choppy during the year, choppy. Do you know what choppy is? Choppy just means that it was up and down, right? Every news that comes up, it's take it up or take it down. But then there were some stocks that actually did quite well. And I will do another video on my US stock portfolio, the actual stocks I invested in. Of course, not all the stocks did well. Some did very well that covered for the ones that were just right, you get. But if you are looking to invest and you don't know where to start from, you don't even know your head or your tail, right? I have an investment club. I'll drop the link in the description box. You can join us if you're ready. I talk about different asset classes, my portfolio, how to sort it out, where to start, blah, blah, blah. And it is open to you regardless of where you are in the world. So yeah, just check that out. Moving on to my worst investment asset class this year, my worst returning asset class this year. Before I tell you, have you subscribed to my channel? So there's a lot of interesting and amazing content that's going to be coming out this year. So don't miss that out, right? So please subscribe. So yes, my worst investments, if you are in Nigeria, of course I'm based in Nigeria, right? And you're in the Greek space, you know that people cried premium tears this year, right? Even the guys that we thought were stable, they got hit this year. So for me, I have written off all my Greek investments. So they're in restructuring. Let's hope that our money will come back. But for me personally, I've written it off. Why? Because when there is a run, it is difficult for companies to get back on their feet. When everybody is asking for their money at the same time, nobody's going to be putting money into them. So it's tough. So even in my club, I had always shouted that, man, Agric is risky, right? Agric is very risky. Don't put money that will shake you in Agric. And if you look at my portfolio allocation, basically how much did I put in each of these investments, you can see that my Agric portfolio is very small. And it was intentional because I knew that this sector is so risky. 2021 was very tough in the Agric sector. Security issues, supply chain breakdowns, things like that. And any of those little things could just trigger a default. That high return, I always knew that, man, Agric is high return, but the reason for that high return is because there's a massive amount of risk. So when they all started, they just started taking turns to start asking for a restructuring. Some, we don't even know where they are anymore. Some, they're still sending emails, but literally, Agric was a no-no. For me going forward into 2020, Two, I'm not putting my money in agric this year. That's just me, right? But share in the comment section, what was your worst investment this year? Like, it's the worst one that we always need to learn from. The best could be fluke, but the worst one, we need to like shine our eyes so it doesn't happen again. So yeah, what was your worst investment? Please drop in the comment section. I'm all ears. Let's talk. I hope this was useful. I will do a video on my US stock portfolio, how I actually select my stocks and blah, blah, blah. So look out for it. That's why you should subscribe. That's actually why you should subscribe. But then never forget, I always say this, that you can't outsource your health and your finances. You have to engage, right? So please do what you need to do. Like, this is a new year. This is like a blank check in front of you. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect a different result, right? If you need help, get into my DM, send me a message. I have a link to reach out to me in the description box. And let's talk. Join my club, right? There are things that you can do. You can actually take action, right? But don't just sit down and be watching videos on YouTube and not taking any action. There are little tips that you can take from even what I have said today. So yes, have a beautiful day and see you in the next video. Bye.